It's definitely that time for
Oh
sure.
yeah, you already know it is.
I think
And for those who don't know, this is the Each One Teach One show.
mm,
I'm your man D Rice,
the golden child, go gold.
and we want to talk again to you tonight about another madness subject, man. I mean, this pissed me off when I seen it. It's sad.
I think it really kind of touched bases or touch home with me because it's from my hometown, and I always tell people your hometown is not where you was born, but where you was raised, and
Truth.
it happened in Minnesota. So I always look at it like, hey, when something happens to a place that you kind of familiar with, you kind of be like,
Yeah,
shit,
when it's
like,
around the crib.
yeah, you kind of look at it a little differently. It hit
Yeah,
home a little different. So I think that kind of plays a part for sure.
yeah. I ain't even gonna play mystery. We had a 28-year-old woman who was deleted by her ex-boyfriend, who was 20 years her senior.
Mm-hmm.
He's 20 years older than her. After he brutally attacked her father.
Mm.
Now, mind you, they had broke up because I guess whatever happened, but he attacked her daddy when the daddy came over. The,
Pow pow.
yeah, the daddy came over to the house because the man was whooping on his daughter.
For sure, for
You
sure.
feel me? So if he came to the house because you was in the wrong, the boyfriend busts out the house and bow, hits the daddy. She stayed with him afterwards.
I'm not gonna say she's wrong for staying because time after time I've seen women be scared into that relationship. If your dad can't save you, who can save you at
Yeah,
that point?
that's a
Who
good
can
point.
save you at that
That's
point?
got to
Like,
be a scary
that's
situation to be in.
I'm looking at my hero fold and fumble the ball. So who can save me at this point? So yeah, from the outside look, somebody gonna say, yeah, leave. You should get up out of here. But if the police is telling you, hey, this is his house, just like it's your house, so we can't get rid of him, man. X Y Z
That's
X Y
scary.
Z. Some bad guys do know how to play on words. Some bad guys are good on somatic on words, and
True.
we're not gonna play like all bad guys are illiterate. All bad guys are one of those ones that don't understand. Bad guys learn loopholes to get around it. So to
True.
know that is to know
True.
like you when it comes to the domestic violence situations that's presented, a lot of women be gorilla pimp, so to speak, into a situation. And if you don't know what gorilla pimp is, it's somebody that's basically forcing you into something that is consensuous in a way that it's really on the lines of saying that yeah. I'm agreeing, but really, if I had another choice, I wouldn't be doing this.
So you really not agreeing. You just going with what's gonna keep you safest,
So
and that's scary.
back in the day when somebody raided a village, the ones that's left they become the captives are the captives, and
True.
I feel like that's what it seems like is going on right now. And the bad guys are taking some of the most beautiful people. Like I feel like some of the women that should go with those good guys choose the bad ones. Some of the women that should go with that normal cable guy go with that
Say that.
go with that plumber or that garbage man or that mechanic. They should go that route, but it'd be weird to see those same individuals that should go that route will go down the lines with a guy that should be like, damn, how the fuck?
And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times we walk around with a hole in our soul.
Oh,
We walk
say
around
that.
with a hole in our soul, and we seek somebody, anybody, to fill that in. And you see so many times young queens perish because of who they choose. This was a professional young lady we talking about, and we won't give no names at
Sure.
all because it's still a current case. But this was a professional young lady, and she picked this scumbag for whatever reason, and he stayed with her for a couple years, put his hands on her the whole time, and then when her daddy come to her aid, he brutally attacks the daddy, pow pow, hits the daddy, and now the daughter feels like she helpless, like you said, Gold. So what do we do in that event?
Teach our kids better. kids start becoming more receptive to the knowledge that your parents is putting down.
Yes.
So you understand that parents ain't here to ruin your fun. Some parents are really here that's looking 6 steps ahead of you, that love you enough to tell you, hey, I don't think you should go down that
True.
route, because going down that route is it's hardship for us.
It's harm.
We're gonna be sad at the end of this day. We gonna feel sad. The clouds are gonna hit different because you gonna be up in them.
That's true. And a lot of times we don't want to listen to our parents. We all was young.
For sure.
We all know how we used to be. And we can say we all listen to our parents, but most of us, we did what we wanted to do.
For sure.
And that's what our kids out here doing. But it's no excuse whatsoever for anything domestic to ever go on between a man and a woman. I see it too many times where young queens stay with guys after they brutalize them. And then this person brutalizes your family and you still stay. And I understand that you're afraid, but if we can't think enough about ourselves, we got to think about the people around us, our kids. The girl's daughter witnessed what happened when the same boyfriend that did that to her father came back and he took her away from this world.
But you know what, though? We got to stop selective politicking, too.
Say what you mean.
Because if dude lumped up your sister like how Martin got lumped up by Tommy Hearns,
True.
you'll be ready to slide on homie.
True.
But because it's not your baby mama, or it's not your cousin, niece, or nephew, or whoever it is that you love, you gonna say, hey, that ain't none of our business when she get lumped up on
You
the
gonna
block.
roll the window
You
up
gonna
and say,
roll the
"Man, I gotta
window
go."
up. Hey, I gotta go. Hey, yeah, I'll move around from that. You ain't gonna intervene in those situations. And I think that, to me, is borderline corny. I feel like that's wacky and weird, because in my head, if you any type of solid, you know for a fact 110% you can prevent it.
That's somebody's sister.
You can prevent
That's
it.
somebody's mother.
Quick story, and I won't even put no names out it, but I remember back in the day, it was 2 parties. One of the parties put his hands on the girl. The girl went to go tell her brother, but the girl was one of the ones that she always used to lump little folks up. She used to lump him up real bad. And this time he retaliated, and he retaliated and lumped her up real bad. And she went back and told her brother, and when she told her brother came back and beat him up real bad. So it was like a beat up.
It was a cycle.
Everybody was
Just
jumping
a
into the
vicious
cycle.
cycle.
Well, the vicious cycle, I think it kind of switched a little bit when people don't have the mindset of their value. I feel like keep your hands to yourself, because those little situations that's in a boyfriend girlfriend situation, it gets that.
It could get a lot
snowball
bigger.
effect.
It could
gets
get
that
a lot
snow-
bigger.
People get hurt.
I'll give you a quick story. I can remember coming up and having a friend that her and her man, they used to bump heads all the time. And we always go to the house because that's where everybody kicked it at. Everybody used to hang out. Go there and they get into it real bad. When we tried to intervene to help her, she turned around on us and went Michael Myers. Chased us out the crib. I say that to say, you have to understand that in order for people to help you, you gotta accept the help. Because a lot of times situations will happen where you don't accept the help.
I think with the long drawn out story, Pops, it go hand in hand and parallel with your story, because at that time the help wasn't from the brother, it was from the dad, and nobody looked at it. It was almost like that bag in Cocaine Bear, if you've seen it. The bag that was just sitting right there.
Just hanging
there.
there.
The dad told everybody that was involved in the situation, and the whole hood heard the dad say, "Leave it alone.
Leave it alone."
I know my daughter she can't keep her hands to herself. I know that boy mean well. The situation was bad. It shouldn't have went that far.
True.
Like, it shouldn't have went that far.
True.
So
True.
yes,
True.
It's the long and whatever that comes with the drama, that's the byproduct. But the initial, hey, stop. It's right there in the beginning.
That's the 3-second rule, and I'm gonna give you this tool. 3 seconds before anger come in the door. When you and your mate are going back and forth, when you feel anger knocking at your door, that's you getting pissed off. You gotta find a workaround. Walk off, go get in your car. Ain't no you follow me, get in your car and go walk down the block, do something to separate yourself from that situation because some people were not taught to control their anger. And while you arguing with that person, he trying to unalive you, he gonna think about deleting you, or she might even, because y'all probably saw the news where the guy was in the car and him and his girlfriend was going at it, and she jerked him by his dreads and you know
Yep.
and bleached him. Come on. It's real out here. And we got to be able to control our temper. And it's not just the guys, it's not just the ladies. It goes all ways.
Truth. And I think it's being truthful. One of the biggest things in this world is for the women out here, if you scared of dude, let them know. Hey, I don't think we gonna work because I'm scared of you.
Say that.
Like, hey, I don't think nobody should be. You shouldn't have a dog you scared of. You shouldn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend you scared of. Hell, I wouldn't even want to drive in a car that I'm scared that's gonna
True.
break down.
True.
So to know that is to know anything that's around you that you have around you. I feel like it should elevate you. It should make you feel good. It should flourish your soul. I don't think you should have anything around you that you feel fearful of or that you feel any type of a negative momentum that can kind of shift your energy.
Yeah, because when you keep negative people around you, they bring you down. And I know that might sound simple,
Truth.
but they bring you down. It's like a warm day, and all of a sudden you walk into an ice cold deep freezer. They bring you down. They change your mood. They change your feelings.
I agree.
You don't act the same around your people that you did before you got with that person. And a lot of times it's hard to see that when you the person that's in that.
But you know what though? I think those people gotta learn how to accept help, and they also gotta be taught how to accept help as well.
True.
Because a lot of individuals that go through those trials and tribulations, you seen your mom get beat. You seen your dad be subject to be abused, whether it was mental, physical,
That's true.
emotional, whatever it is. Because if somebody said, you know what, just because this happened, I'm not going to give you no box. She weaponized sex at that point. So that's abuse in a way. If somebody said, you know what, I ain't cooking tonight, and you know that man can't cook, that's abuse. I feel like literally it kind of go hand in hand with a lot of
What we
different
do,
things.
I think we always magnify the physical.
And
And the physical is
Nah,
terrible. But
it
it's so
is.
many other ways that people mistreat the people that they claim to love.
working as a CNA, they teach you multiple ways that people are abused. And when you see those different things, you learn that, okay, well, in my community, we only think abuse comes in a physical manner.
Yep.
So we only are subject to thinking that abuse is coming in a physical manner. So when
true.
dude is saying, "Hey man, that's my B," hey man, she
Every
my B,
day.
and he calling you his B. He calling you his hoe. He playing you out in those ways that you know for a fact is degrading because of the way he's saying it to you. It's kind of like a, hey, we don't think those things
It's
are
breaking
abuse.
your self-esteem down
Nope, man.
every time he calls you that. Every time she calls you that name that makes you feel insecure.
No sure.
We don't have to accept that. And I know a lot of people think that we do because we love the person we with. But anytime somebody will strike out against your family, they'll strike out against your family. Your daddy come over there to solve the situation, and you telling me that that man can do that to your father and you'll still be with him. We have to really take a systems check.
After my siblings got older, I stopped intervening in their situations. I stopped intervening in their situations. I look at it like I don't want to intervene in their situations, and the reason being is because yeah, I love you. Yeah, I want to help you out. Yeah, I don't want nothing bad to happen to you.
Yes.
But at this time, it's like we seen time after time people not give you the whole story. Whether it was because they was mad and they just didn't remember the whole story, or whether the story just didn't fit their narrative. So
True.
it's the thought of saying like you don't want to be that guy who's aiding and giving somebody assistance in an endeavor that's not righteous.
I agree with you 100% because a person will spin a story to you and make it
Man.
seem like you got to get here The worst is going on. They'll tell you the worst the worst that you can imagine is happening. And when you pull up,
Nothing.
nothing. All smoke and mirrors to get you there.
Shit, I think you
People
with them people at that
lie
point.
to people every day. When he tells you, baby, I'll never do it again, stop believing that. Stop believing that. So many times you see people who have lengthy jail records with incredibly good people that they're with. And that person believes he'll never do it again. And then we look on the news and they perished.
I agree.
We look on the news and they perished. Sometimes we don't want to vet the person. We don't want to know what he did. Girl, he is rehabilitated. Mama, you got to stop doing that. Your babies need you to vet that man better. Your babies need to. And girls, if your daddy sees something that ain't right with that man, start listening.
But you know what though, too though? I feel like at this time right now, just because you looking for a new boyfriend, that don't mean that you gotta look for a new father, or just because you looking for a new girlfriend, that don't mean you gotta look for a new mother. Because
that.
if you dating somebody, there's active dads that's dads on a day to day. So you dating her. You not date. You don't have to be a dad to my kids. You could be an individual who just genuinely love my kids,
Agreed.
support my kids, a part of my kids' village. But far as the dad role, or you playing the role of me, or the role of the next guy that's the dad,
Nah.
you ain't gotta do that for me.
And you a bozo.
if you want to.
And you a bozo if you are the guy that is trying to separate an active father from his child. You a bozo. Bro, if you are that insecure to think that the man
agree.
can't come around his child without having to lay with your woman, question your woman. And ladies, don't let your love for your new man stop a good father from being a good father. You don't have to eliminate your child's father out of the scenario just to keep that man that you with. Because half the time you end up finding out the man that you with, hey, he ain't worth two dead flies. He don't care about the kids.
But that's a manipulating trait
Man.
for a man or for a woman, to know a person has kids and they move a certain way. Or
You see it
hell,
all
even
the
if
time.
it's your kids. I feel like at this time right now, that's why I always tell people, lead with love with me. Because when you lead with love
like
with me,
that.
you always get the best results out of me.
I like
Because
that.
when you lead with love, you will love me enough to stop talking to me if you feel like I was flawed. You will love
Please.
me enough to say, you know what? I can't go at arms with you. Me and my old man got a saying where we like vampires when it comes to certain things. We could never draw arms to each other because it's a force field around our necks, or it's a force field around what we reaching for. So we
You
couldn't
can't bump
get to it.
heads.
We couldn't get to that point. So I say that to say, you got to be able to love yourself enough to know, like, bro, this shit ain't worth it. Hey, dude ain't worth it. Yeah, you gonna miss him. Yeah, you gonna miss it. Yeah, the situation with promises, endeavors that was made.
All that sound
That
good.
shit go out the window once dude hurt you, or once shorty put her hands on you. Hey, I gotta reserve over here so I can keep my energy up.
And the reason that I wanted to bring the part in about the kids is because when this guy who not only brutally attacked the father with a weapon, when he finally got around to it, he eliminated the mother in front of the daughter who wasn't his daughter. My point is, this little girl had an active father that was pushed out of his life.
Give me my shorty.
The father was pushed out of his daughter's life so she could be with this man because the man was so jealous he didn't want the father around. And then the man ended up deleting her in front of the little girl. And now the grandfather said that every time the little girl see the ambulance, she think of mama in it, all types of wild stuff. And that little girl don't deserve that. Your little girl or son don't deserve that. And parents got to move stronger than that. Stand on your responsibility.
You evil. I feel like you a different type of evil, or you a different type of person when you can hurt a kid.
Man.
Anytime you can hurt a kid in any way, shape, or form, I'm looking at it like, man, you taking all the gloves off, huh? You
Yeah, no
different,
sugar.
different, huh?
No sugar.
Because if
Yeah.
you can hurt a baby, if you can get with a baby or any type of way around a baby, it's kind of like, damn, hey, who raised you?
And you did it right in front of the little girl. And
who
that's the
raised
thing
you?
that's sad. We don't calculate that in when we choosing who we dating, I guess. We don't really look at the fact that he had 15 felonies on his record when you met him. I guess that don't matter because he had a good story.
You know what though? I think the problem why I always advocate against domestic violence, and I know a lot of people that's been around me that's tried to do those things. They know how I get. They know how I get.
True.
But I say that to say, the reason why I'm so strong on it is because the same man that murdered my grandma was the same man that murdered somebody else's grandma beforehand, and he was able to get out. He was able to take those 15 years, sit those 15 years, and then be rehabilitated, and then be able to jump out and do the same thing. So I say that to say, a lot of times, yeah, people can change. I don't want to ever push that narrative to saying people can't change for sure. But what
True.
I would say is, hey, change on your own time.
Yeah.
Change by yourself. Stop having to have somebody with you to have growth. Hey, grow. Hey, some of the best things grow in the dark.
Yeah, and
so. Hey,
take what came with your actions.
Man.
Take what came with your actions. Loneliness should come with the action of taking somebody's family member from them. So before you try to jump into a relationship with somebody that's really trying in their life to go forward and bring those same degenerate habits to around somebody else's child just because you like what you see and you want to lay up under somebody, before you do that, work on yourself, bro. Work on yourself, young lady, because at the end of the day, these kids don't deserve to be around somebody that's like you if you can't get yourself together enough where you can't keep your hands to yourself.
And to be honest with you, I think that's something that we taught as kids. Hands and feet to yourself.
Come on.
That's something that we taught as kids. That's not cute. Ever somebody put their hands on you in any type of way, shape, or form, and hit you with the I love you script right afterwards.
Never do it again.
Or hell, even if I would do it again, you made me do this. Those individuals that know who they are, that will say, man, hey, I did it because of this reason. They'll always have a reason behind why they did it.
If she didn't say,
there's other individuals on the flip side that would say, regardless on what she said, bro, you ain't solid.
Difference.
Hey, regardless on how she hit you, but hey, behind my beard, it's a thick chin. So hey, I'm kind of one with what she doing. And to be honest with you, if she did get up with my glamour, I did something that deserved her to get up with my glamour. I probably was wild. I probably disrespected her in public.
True.
I probably made her feel so small, and I didn't even really want to do that. So to be honest with you, as a person that would fall on his sword with that strong chin, man, hey, I'm looking at you like you made out of cotton for real. Because why would you put your hands on something that's fragile? That's something that's precious like that.
I agree with you.
With me.
I agree with you 1,000%. And I know a lot of guys gonna disagree because it's a lot of guys that feel like they gotta control their house, and there might even be a few women that feel the same way.
Man.
But the fact of the matter is, if you don't love them enough to not talk to them any kind of way, if you don't love them enough to keep your hands in your pockets, if you don't love her enough to get your ass in your car and leave,
bogus.
You bogus.
Bogus.
You bogus. And I can't respect nothing you do.
Man.
I don't care if you are a movie star. Hey, bro, if you got a DV on your record, I ain't feeling you.
You know what?
I said publicly.
Back in the day, the real ones, when those things happen around the neighborhoods, and they'll know what I'm talking about when I say this, you will see a mob of men walking up. And those mob of men that walk up,
they coming
the
out.
First one is gonna say something. Hey, he's not gonna say nothing to you. He gonna say something to your girl.
Yeah, he wanna know.
Baby, you good? Mom, you good?
Did he do this to you?
Good?
Who did this to you?
He did this to you? Damn, he did this?
And then it's the next step.
Then the next one gonna come out. Hey, baby, come this way. I know you don't want to see what's going to happen to him. Come this way. We're going to get you up out of this situation. We're going to get you some ice cream from probably Zardlingo's or wherever the ice cream spot is. We're going to make sure for a fact that you're good. We're going to take you out of the element. And we're going to make sure you get home safe.
Yeah, one dude, this the thing. Those type of guys, and I'm going to say it, they only intimidate those that they feel that they can intimidate. They don't walk around outside acting like that. They the ones that's yes sir and no sir. They the ones that's yes ma'am and no ma'am.
Nah, they the ones that's big bro at the gas station, big bro at the laundry.
Exactly.
Big
Big
bro
bro
at
of nowhere.
McDonald's. No, they call everybody big bro.
True.
They call, go look
True.
up Quando Rondo's interview. They call everybody big bro.
True.
Everywhere they go, big bro. Big bro. How you doing, big bro? How you doing, big bro? How you feeling, big bro?
But
You
go
good, big
home
bro?
and get on Fight Club. But go home and get on Fight Club with a lady.
gang.
Can't respect it.
I never respect
You
it.
can't respect it. And that's the problem because, as you said, street politics make it where, hey, as long as he got motion, as long as he doing something,
It's selective.
hey, we ain't gonna say nothing if he doing something to feed us. We gotta stop moving like that because this young lady, and I ain't seen nothing but one article on the situation, and I'm not gonna speak on it. I think people should research what's going on around them because around us every day, things be happening that we need to chop it up with our family about.
No sugar.
Things be happening every single day. People's daughters, people's sons getting unalived every single day. And all we want to know about is what day our favorite team playing or who LJack getting traded to. We got to get on more than that. Hey, much love to my man Lamar.
Or what song just dropped?
Or what song just dropped.
Or hey, who popping right now? Or who got drama right now? Who drama popping right now? Who got caught cheating? Who got caught cheating? Who got caught XYZ and ABC? And to be honest with you, I think one of the biggest narratives that we need to push is that fight for us. That ability to know that hey, we stand as whole. When we go faster when we solo and we go further when we together. We see a lot of individuals falling right now. And a lot of individuals that look like me, a lot of individuals who look nothing like me, they falling right now because we not locked in. Everybody, I think it's okay to have your own opinion, but everybody's so quick to jump on, hey, you gotta choose sides. Hey, it gotta be
No, it's my side.
man. Hey,
It's this side over here.
my opinion is my opinion.
True.
And my opinion says that it's the unpopular opinion that keep your hands and feet to yourself. And I feel like you corny, weird, and wacky if you putting your hands on a lady. And I feel like for the women out here, you should be. Your mama should have raised you better if you one of those individuals that resort to putting your hands on a grown man before you have a conversation or before you leave. You went through his phone and seen him do something wild. Get up out of there.
Why ain't you leave?
Hey, get up out of there. You seen him say something wild. You seen him interacting and entertaining somebody else, and that just didn't sit right with your soul. Get up out of there.
Say it.
You feel like, hey, 100, he ain't giving you everything that you worth, and it's not reciprocated in love. Get up out of there.
Why don't you leave?
You ain't gotta put your hands on somebody to make them feel like, hey, 100, hey, I love you. No one else is gonna love you this way, and no one else is gonna love you the way I love you. Hey, baby, that's not true.
Why don't you leave?
That's not true. You should just go. You should make it where whenever you look past the mirror, your reflection hug you. And if it don't hug you while you with me, you need to go be alone.
Don't be the person that calls the law, bring them out to your house at 2 a.m., and then don't press charges. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that if you're living with the guy or fellas, if you living with her, don't be that person that when the police say, well, hey, you need to go somewhere tonight. Don't be the person that want to sit and argue and talk about, well, my name on the lease too. You know you going right back in there to get on the same thing you was on before
Corny.
they got there.
Corny.
Cornball.
And you know what? I think a lot of times the ones that's top dogs that have those corny traits, they play and mask through their money. But I feel like they weenies with breads. They like corn dogs in a
Truth.
way. They got money, so they make it where you know what, I got a little bit of paper on me, so I can kind of move wacky and weird and show my flaw. Nah, you still held to the flame. You still should keep your hands and feet to yourself, and it makes it even more weird that you got that platform of that top tier level, and you're not preaching against those weird wacky individuals.
You seeing people in professions that make millions get caught on video, acting like they in the WWE with no ring.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Bro, what is wrong with you? Who raised you? You got all of these opportunities. You can't even cry and say, well, man, I'm stuck in the hood.
I got a funny
You can't even
story.
do that one.
Funny story. I literally was getting beat up. Like I got out the shower, I got beat up from the time I jumped out the shower, right? So I'm like, fuck, like what the fuck? But the reality was I left my phone in the bathroom, and they know for a fact that
Yeah,
if you go
yeah,
through if you go through the
yeah.
golden child's phone, you see a lot of things that you probably wouldn't want to see. Okay, cool. So they look through it, they saying what they saying, they instantly got on Fight Club. Well, I got a strong chin, but baby, I don't want to get hit in the face. So
True.
I'm
And you ain't
hey,
got nothing on.
so I'm trying to put on my pants, put on my shorts, put on my shirt. All right, successful. I did it now. So now I'm more so activating the mindset of baby, you can punch my back all you want to. By the time
True,
I get to
true.
this door,
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Cool, baby. I'm shaking one on you. So the intensity jumps up because obviously they know the golden child
And
is
you
trying to
heading
get to
toward the door.
I'm heading to the door, so the intensity jumps up.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, I'm getting lumped up the whole time. Cheating story. Quick cheating story. I'm getting lumped. So I instantly get to the door. All I heard was the food cabinet. Food cabinet open. You know what that means with a food
Oh
cabinet.
yeah,
open.
you gotta go. You gotta go. Hey, you
I
gotta
ain't
go.
look back. I ain't look back.
No,
I
no.
ain't the dude that look back.
No.
I'm the dude that. All right, cool. So all I know was after all of those things that happened, called my dad, made it out successful, the whole nine. I'm not gonna get into details because I'm probably gonna put that on my page because it got a little crazy.
Yeah.
But I say this to say, through everything that was happening, the only thing that I did to remove myself from that situation was putting my hands up, grabbing little girls' hands, grabbing your hands, because at that point in time when you're
True.
hitting me, those become baby hands. Let me grab your little baby hands, and then I'm gonna remove myself from this situation. And granted, you might take a couple of scratches. Granted, you might take a couple of
It's
bite
okay.
marks. Granted, you might take a couple
Leave.
of punches. You still gonna leave, gang.
For good.
You still gonna be good. And hell, you might not leave for good. You might be in the wrong.
Oh, true.
You might be
True.
in the wrong.
And if you are in the wrong, gentlemen and ladies, and especially gentlemen, wear that, bro, own that. If you know that you got busted cheating, wear that.
Fuck it,
It's
I'm
called, fuck it, I'm caught.
Fuck it.
I'm caught.
Women need
caught.
to do it too. Fucking I'm called.
You got to be able to say that.
Hey, I'm caught. Hey, you know what? Damn, hey, fair and square. Hey, you know what? Fair and square. All right,
caught.
bet. I'm caught. Hey, you know what? I did do that.
Be real. Stop
do that.
lying. Are we afraid of our mates? Stop lying
Man.
and say, fuck it, I'm caught.
Don't nobody want that Christian Rock tooth. Don't nobody want to have to put their boyfriend face on their tooth.
See?
Don't nobody
come
want to
on.
have to do that.
Come on.
Don't nobody want to have to do that.
Come on.
And regardless on how much you scream you love somebody, how much they scream they rock with you,
Nah.
you know homie can't rock with you for real. If homie will sit there and have his lady that's supposed to be your lady walk around next to you with one tooth,
True.
and I got the
True.
paper to get your,
True.
I got the
True.
paper to change your whole mouth.
Truth.
I got the paper to change your whole
That's
mouth.
control. You got to recognize when
Man,
people trying to
come
lock
on,
you
man.
down. Now, you got to recognize when people
Come
trying to
on.
lock you down, though. And it seemed like it's a whole lot of people that did not go to that class to realize, hey, bro, you worth everything until you show people that you don't value yourself. You worth everything in the world until you devalue you. If you pull up in your brand new car and you get out bitching and moaning about, man, this thing ain't got no speed to it. Man, this car run like a popcorn popper. It's brand new off the showroom.
Usually them niggas do. Usually they start doing that when they see other people's accomplishments, when they see
Yeah.
other people's gains. So
Or other people's cars.
I pull up in my nice Benz, but Pops pulled up in a nice AMG. So his is on 4Gs and mine is on regular factory. So I'm feeling some type of way.
So you gonna talk down on your own car. That's what we do. We see somebody that we think is amazing. She's so damn fine. She out my league. And then we devalue ourselves from the second that we see them.
I think one of the bad parts
Gotta
about
stop
it
it.
is anytime something happens, I always go back to the parents and the teachings that you take in from your parent. So it goes back to just that relationship because, damn, like, what was the relationship like? Like, kind of going back, segueing back.
Okay, let's
what
go
was
back.
the relationship like between you and your old man that man can hurt your old man and you don't automatically become at odds with that man?
Truth. Think
What was
about
your
that.
relationship like with your old man that when he hit him up, your first instinct was to make sure my man didn't go to jail.
It wasn't to make sure that your daddy was safe, to make sure he was okay, and put as much distance between you and this scumbag as you can and your family. No, it wasn't that.
2023,
That's it.
I've seen
That's it.
men allow women to disrespect their mother and father. 2023, I've seen
Truth.
women allow men to disrespect their mother, father, grandma, baby,
Sad.
lady, cousin,
Sad.
whoever. I think the narrative of just valuing yourself, and I always say it to people: maintain your value, never explain your cost. And I should start kind of just explaining it a little bit more. It's just saying, hey, at this time right now, know what you bring to the table. And when somebody asks you, hey, damn, what you bring to the table? Your response is, damn, you don't see it?
Truth.
Damn, if you don't see it, then hey,
I'm in the wrong place.
let me take it and let me go over here with it.
Yeah, I'm in
Because
the
if
wrong
you don't
place.
see it and you gotta ask me what I'm bringing to the table, like I'm not the table already,
You
and
know.
I just provided the utensils to go on it, the food to go on it, and everything else to go on it, and you was just the spoon or
Yeah,
whatever.
you
the case
was the
may be.
utensils.
The thought is saying that at this time right now, it's kind of like you shouldn't have to do that for nobody. I don't care if it's a man or a female. You shouldn't have to do that for nobody.
And this say I don't fuck it. I'm gonna say it. You need to start dating people that's on your level.
For sure.
Stop playing I gotta save this man.
I agree.
You are a law student.
Ooh.
You a law student. And you dating a dude with 15 felonies? What we doing here?
Nah, hey, baby, hey.
That's ridiculous to
you
me.
trying to help the system in the wrong way.
Say that again.
Help the system in another way.
Please.
So like, for those individuals that's men, you know for a fact you a top tier dude. You a earner for a reason.
True.
You got to where you got for a reason. Hey, don't go down to that ran down bar, them ran down clubs, and trying to look for love. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then when you do that and something bad happens, don't look at it like, oh damn, hey, yeah, 100 these people over here. But no, look at it like I made a mistake.
True.
And I said, you know what? I just didn't know my worth.
I didn't
know my worth, and I shouldn't have been over here in the first place. But I just liked it. I like somebody hood or somebody street or somebody ratchet or somebody different.
Man,
know your worth.
Know your worth because you can choose your way down in life.
For sure.
You can be at the top of the mountain, and if you get somebody that's
agree.
all the way down lower level and trying to pull them up, you don't think them other hands down there on that lower level ain't reaching for your ass too?
In order to pull you up, I gotta reach down.
I gotta reach down, and I'm exposing myself. It's simple physics. If I'm reaching down and it's a barrel full of crabs, I'm reaching down in just because I want the blue pretty crab. Don't mean them red ones ain't gonna snap my damn fingertips off.
People see cups and they see other people's cups empty. So the first thought is to pour into their cup because they don't want they loved ones to have an empty cup. But the reality is, just give them your overflow. And they should give you their overflow. And
Stay full.
if they cups are not overflow, if their cup is not even halfway filled, those cups that's not filled go in the cabinet. They don't go out and get put on the table. Put them up in the cabinet.
Truth.
Because the reality to it is, bringing them out, sitting them next to you, hey, you taking up space. I ain't never seen nobody do that.
And you see so many, influential people, and they may not be stars to everybody, but they stars on some levels. You always hear about them getting taken, and they sitting with a lady in a place that they ain't got no damn business in.
I guess you.
What are you there for?
Is you okay?
Bro, are you cool?
You can't be.
Why are you there?
Can't be.
You sitting in a place that, truthfully, your car shouldn't even be parked there, let alone your life. All for the box. All for 30 pumps and a squirt.
I don't want it that bad.
Come on, man. What is we
I
doing?
don't want it that bad. I feel like at this time right now, that is like the common denominator right now for up and coming people losing their life. And
Truth.
my thing is right now, when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done,
It won't
I
be
feel
about
like,
that.
oh no, no,
No,
no, no, no, no,
sir.
no, no, no. And on top of that, I look at it for what it is. It's gonna be in jet seats. It's gonna be in jet seats where you're relaxing and comfortable. And I think one of the biggest things is pushing it out to your kids that know that you got a value. Know that everybody ain't worth your flower. Everybody ain't worth your Johnson. Everybody ain't worth your time. Everybody ain't worth your energy. Every argument doesn't have to result in jail time. Every situation doesn't result in physical altercations. Every guy isn't a dirtbag, and every woman isn't from Pornhub.
Truth.
Every guy isn't a guy that is going to be able. Every guy ain't the guy that's gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna let you disrespect me and stay. And every woman ain't the woman that's gonna let you cheat on her which way to Sunday and allow you to come back home. I feel like we all know that the things that we're saying right now is common sense. And it goes back to the common sense is not so common part, but it also goes back to saying that ignorance is no excuse. So even
At
if you
all.
don't know, even if you don't know, even if you saw your old man go Ike turn on your mama every day, which way to Sunday, bro, you seen the reaction to your mom. Even if you don't know, hey, the reaction of your mom calling your dad a B every time they
Every
get to it,
day.
or she calling your dad, but he belittling him about his work or about his money or whatever the case may
Broke
be.
ass.
Whatever the case may be, you know for a fact that's the reason why your old man got that vice that
True.
he can't let go of.
True.
Why your old man is always negative because he fighting the world and he coming back home fighting your mama. So he got two fights that he gonna lose to today. So men don't have their first win like how I was raised, where your first win of the day is making your bed.
That's right.
Everybody I love, I've always told them, your first win, make your bed, gang. Cause literally, if you able to make your bed, you realize right then and there, damn, I'm able.
You able. You
I'm
can
able.
do something.
I'm able.
You got to get your first win, and a lot of people probably never been taught that lesson. And when you see situations where people perish because of bad choices, love choices, it
Man.
make you realize that it's a lot of things that ain't so common, and we can assume that everybody knows, but they don't. And if you dating somebody or potentially going to date somebody, you don't know. You don't know. You could say he ain't gonna do this, but I'm sure that young lady said he ain't gonna do this, and I'm sure that your last young man who perished
They ain't
said
gonna do this.
she ain't gonna do that.
And
No.
They did that.
Don't wait until it's too late to leave. If he pick his hands up and flinch at you, honey, you should think about replacing him.
But you know what? I'm also gonna say this though. I'm also gonna say trauma bonding is real, and that's something that we touched on a long time ago.
Yeah,
But I
we
want to
did.
bring it back and kind of reiterate it really quick. Trauma bonding is so real that if he's been a part of the system of damn my mama got abused or damn my dad was getting mentally abused, and then she was a part of the system of damn my mom got abused or damn my dad got abused, then y'all granted feel like y'all got something in common.
It's
and
normal.
something in common is the stories of how I felt when I was low, or the stories on damn how I felt when I was down. But the trauma bonding, I feel like instead of y'all becoming a relationship, you should go back in the day and become just friends. Like we all are just literally just friends.
Be
Y'all
what
don't-
your people wasn't.
Y'all don't have to have sex. Y'all don't have to be physical with one another where we jumping on top of each other. Go past your primal instincts and say, you know what? I like you as a friend.
I
think-
might help you heal.
and you can help me heal because instead of going to a therapist, I finally found somebody that can understand where I'm coming from.
I love that.
So instead of having that
love that.
mindset of damn, I just found the one, have that mindset of damn, I just found somebody that when I talk to, I feel cathartic with.
I can really talk to this person. We ruin that because we let our primal instinct kick in.
I agree.
We ruin that.
I
Some of
agree.
the best friends you will ever have, you done laid down with and then totally shot it to hell.
Tarnished it.
Tarnished it. Y'all can't go
Gone.
back from that. Once
gone.
y'all take, I don't want to hear that. Once y'all
gone.
take y'all clothes off together, y'all can't go back from that.
It's gone.
It's no rewinding time. This ain't the old Superman movie. And we have to realize that sometimes people are better left as friends. Sometimes people are better left where the hell you found them.
Man, and getting older, pops. That's why on a lot of my lives, they'll hear me talk about me not having no bad blood with none of my exes or none of the people that I've ever dealt with, simply because a lot of those individuals started off as friends.
True.
And those individuals that started off as friends, it was the mindset of saying like, damn, if that's your friend and genuinely your friend, you knew for a fact that that wasn't even supposed to go that far. And granted, it went that far, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't have went that far. It should have stayed at that friendship where, damn, you just helping me out. Damn, I'm just helping you out. Damn, hey, I'm feeding you. Or damn, you feeding me. And not feeding you literally food, but literally, hey, feeding the soul.
And if you find love within a friendship and it's not through a trauma bond,
I agree.
that may be the love of your life.
I like that, Pops.
But if y'all love is found through a trauma that y'all both done went through, some horrific situation,
I agree.
understand that that's only a shell. That's not the meat of it, because you know the trauma he went through, but do you know the hell that it caused and that he might have caused in this world? Vet the people that you planning on dating, unless you want to find out when it's too late.
I think more people, and I'm not gonna say everybody, but I would say majority of people in this world, they have hurt more people, whether it was mentally, physically, emotionally, than they have healed people.
I agree.
They
I agree
they went out-
150%.
They went out and they said, you know what? I'm gonna jump on top of it, but I know for a fact ain't no relationship.
Man, I ain't
gonna come from
calling
this
her
shit.
tomorrow.
Hey, nothing gonna come from this. A female, hey, I'm gonna let them hit, but the reality is,
Girl, he gonna give me $200.
even deeper, Pops, I got a whole boyfriend over here, and I'm only doing that because, hey, to keep it a buck,
Truth.
I'm really kind of hurt because, hey, he played me out. So I'm really letting you jump on top of me with the intentions of, hey, take my mind away from that.
Now, how she know that that guy that she go out and plan to mess around with one time ain't been looking for a woman that he is desperate for love
What
and he
the
is
hell?
starving, and now you done brought this man into your life. You still love your man. You done brought this other man into your life now. He's sitting in his car up the block from the house.
Oh my
You see him every time you walk
God.
outside the damn house. You see this man sitting there watching your man go to work. He done came and knocked on your damn door after your man left.
Come on, and you know what the biggest indicators is, ladies and gentlemen? I think the biggest indicators is they'll ask the man or the woman. The woman will ask the man or her friends, how does she look? And the woman or the man would ask the woman, how does he look? And it's the initial FBI search now.
Yeah.
Because now we've seen it happen multiple times. It's the Mo3s of the world.
Yes.
It's the King Vons of the world.
Yes.
It's the
Rest in peace.
it's just the common denominator of the woman being involved, and no matter if nobody
Yeah, no
say
matter
it,
how.
no matter if nobody say it,
Say that.
take the woman
Truth.
out. It
Truth.
could be the man involved. The common denominator of somebody losing their life or perishing was dude lying to his wife, but then he trying to tell you to shut up and clean it up, but he got an off the side piece because he want to keep the wife, and
It's
she's trying to
so many times you see that. So
on.
many times you see that.
happens.
It seemed good when you dealing with that man that's got that money and all that, and he might have influence, but he got a wife too. It seemed good until that wife turned the tables, or until that man get desperate to get rid of you because he don't want his wife to know. Understand this: if he was gonna leave her for you, he would have done it by now.
The basketball player offered a girl, I think, $75,000 to keep the baby a secret or something like that, Pops, back in the day or something. The reality to that was, if somebody will offer that amount of money, imagine what people would do that don't have that money.
Truth.
To make it where you
Think
be
about
quiet.
that. Even deeper, they even go with what you're saying. Y'all remember Ray Caruth? If not, Google him. Google Ray Caruth. He just didn't want a baby with this girl. He hired 2 hitmen. He hired 2 hitters.
I think my biggest thing is when it comes to domestic violence, I
Same.
think you got to be one of those people that think for yourself. If you're not going to think for you, think for your people that love you. Think for your mom that love you, that look at you and say, you know what, that's my baby. Hey, that's my son. That's my daughter. Think for your dad that love you. That's my son. That's my daughter. Think for the grandmas, the grandpas, the babies that you may have, and just look at it and say, damn, like, if something happened to me today, Something happened to me today. Damn, do I really believe the family members that said they was gonna help me with my kids? And then look back in life and be like, damn, how many people helped me with my kids?
Even deeper, if something happened today, would the man I got living in my house right now stay and take care of my kids and love them like I do?
Hell no.
With the man
Hell
that
no.
I'm laying down with every day and letting him do whatever he want to do, getting mad, lumping me up like we Floyd Mayweather against De La Hoya,
Pops,
would he stay?
If he gonna do that, if he would do that, why he don't spend time with him now? Why he don't take him to go get his hair cut now? Why he ain't with him now? Why he ain't in the jump house with him now? When they see me with my kids, they treat me like they seeing a messiah on earth because how many dads aren't dads
sad?
no more.
Ain't that
And now I
sad?
look at them and almost feel defensive because it's like, damn, like, am I doing something wrong? No, you're just doing something different.
You're amazing.
How is that amazing?
It's supposed to be normal.
Because when you see a mom being a good mom, people don't walk up and make it where she
You're
feel
an
weird.
amazing mom.
That's almost like I got a handicap sticker on my shoulder or
No sugar.
whatever badge on me in a way because
Bullseye.
I see moms with their kids every day and they don't get those praises. But I could be with my kids and they, oh my God, I love seeing a dad with the kids. It's amazing.
And that is ridiculous. It's as bad as people
Wacky.
saying you the police because you a firearm owner. It's the same thing. They looking at you being a good father, and it's surprising because you got so many people that haven't asked themselves that question I just asked. Would he stay?
You love that girl. You don't like your kids. I love your kids. You like that girl. Because if you love your kids, you would do for all of your kids. You're not going to pick and choose which kids you're rocking with.
True.
You're going to do for all of them. All
True.
your kids going to get done for.
That's true.
All of them going to get treated equally. All of them going to get daddy's love. All of them going to get mommy's love. You're not going to pick and choose which kid is favorite.
That's the truth.
And that's what it be.
That's
I
the
feel
truth.
like you like, just say it for what it is. You like the girl. You like the guy.
And
Say
yeah,
that.
you liked his daddy more than his.
Say that. Hey, I laid on top of her. We had a better connection than me and the other girl did, so I like her a little bit better. Or I laid on top of him and we had a
and the
better
treatment
connection.
shows.
Say
the
that.
treatment shows.
Man, say that.
It's sad, but
Say that.
you don't want to admit.
You don't like. Hey, you don't love your babies the way you say you love your babies. You love that lady. You love being on top of that man.
Damn.
Say the truth.
You got that man in your house doing whatever he want to do, talking to your kids crazy and everything else,
you don't let him
and just because he laying pipe like you want him to.
Mama, them kids scared
That's
of
sad.
him. Them kids scared of him. Them kids scared of
That's
him.
why they quiet when he around. They don't like Melvin.
Man,
They don't like Melvin.
Would you?
No.
Every time Mama go into the back room, he telling me, hey, "Yeah, little nigga,
Yeah,
hey, yeah."
just wait till she go to sleep.
Wait.
Yo, when she leave for work, it's your ass.
Or even deeper, nowadays they seem like they selecting the weirdos. When your daughter got to get into the bath or the
He's
shower,
standing. He walking
he's standing
in.
there.
He come
He
walking
got to go
in.
use the bathroom
Weird
now.
ass.
I make it a policy. If anybody know me, they know I stand on this policy. Especially if you have little girls as like kids around me. I have a policy where literally I don't like changing kids that's not mine. So especially if you got a girl, I'm never changing nobody's kids that got girls. 1, 2, I would never be in a facility. I would never damn near be by the bathroom if they're by the bathroom.
That's just weird to me, though.
I would make it
believe
my
you give-
business
you
to
give
go somewhere that way.
You give a girl privacy. And little
Man.
boys need their privacy too.
Pops, you
And
took
we
the
got to
words
worry
right
about
out
the
my
Melvins who
mouth.
standing by the bathroom when they go to the
You took the
bathroom.
words right out of my mouth because when my sons go into the bathroom, when they go into the bathroom, I make it my business. Hey, crisscross applesauce, because I got all boys. Crisscross applesauce, put your backs to each other. Crisscross applesauce, put your backs to each other. So you get your privacy with each other. Crisscross applesauce back to each other.
That's
This is
old
when they was
school.
younger. When they got older, all right, you jump in that shower by yourself. I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna smell your armpit check. But for the most part, wash up like this, son. Wash up like this, son.
Truth.
Wash up like this, son. Get super soapy, rinse off, do it until you smell good.
Father 101.
Do it till you smell good because I don't want to see your sack. I'm cool on seeing you. You came from mine, so I'm cool on seeing you once I'm able to say my son could do for himself or my daughter could do for themselves.
People
I'm
let
one
people
with
in
that.
their houses though that
That's,
don't
that's
love
nasty.
the kids.
That's nasty.
And if you love the
Nasty.
child, you wouldn't hurt the mother.
For sure.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I agree.
You
100%.
would not put your hands on the mama if you love the child, whether it's your child or somebody else's.
I agree.
And I just want my guys out here, my kings out here to realize, bro, these boys is watching y'all move through their house like y'all are. These little girls are watching y'all. Y'all the example of what they supposed to be when they grow up. If you a degenerate, man, try to find somebody that's got the same degenerate mindset as you that don't have no babies, man.
Man, don't walk around somebody else's baby naked. Don't walk around somebody else's baby with your shirt off and your underwear on.
It's their house though, they feel. When a man, when men, I don't care if it's your child or anybody else's, when a man goes into a woman's house that he lives in, if she gives him the power for him to be the man of that house, he's gonna walk around that house any damn way he feel. And that's why I say we need to be better with selection about who you put around your kids. Men, it's the same way. Don't have no weird lady walking around the crib the same way.
Is that attractive to you? Like, that'd be my first question. That's attractive to you? Like, because in my head, if these aren't your kids,
He ain't thinking about that. He doing that to walk around like that to impress her. He don't give a damn about what the daddy on the other side of the wall thinking about. He don't care. And that's the problem, because we don't have that mutual human masculine respect as men. Because for a man to act out against this young lady's father, that goes against everything and
How
every
could you
way you're
love
supposed to been raised. How the hell you love her?
how could you love him? If when you see the parent that had them, the first thing that you have is, I'm gonna go in arms with you. Like, damn.
Imagine
Damn,
your son.
that's deep.
Imagine your son or your daughter
That's deep.
having a significant other that's just a boyfriend or girlfriend
Okay.
that takes up arms against you. And then to have your daughter say, fuck it, I'm just going to be with him anyway because I love him, daddy.
Shit, you
Maybe
lying to
you
me.
shouldn't have came over there.
You lying to me.
Maybe you shouldn't have came to the house.
The police ain't gonna do nothing. Bet.
Maybe you shouldn't have came to the house. No, I think he got locked up for a little bit for it.
Nah, you ain't get locked up long enough.
Nah, because he came back and got and did her in.
Yeah, you ain't get locked up long enough.
Stop accepting garbage back on your front porch. You took it out to the curb for a reason. You walking out there after Friday, going back and getting your garbage and putting it right back in your crib.
You know what though? I think it's being a sucker for a good story too.
It is.
I think a lot of times men know how to do the crocodile tears. They
True.
know how to play on the heartstrings, and I know the biggest thing that they throw is I want my family back. I
No.
want my family back, and I think that's petty. That's a petty mindset.
It's an
because
easy move though.
It's an easy move, but I don't respect it. It's almost like
I don't
saying
either.
you know for a fact it's gonna work, but I don't respect it because you ain't put no leg work into it.
No.
I don't respect it because in my head it's the thought of saying that's the story of no knock to you, but all the shots fired at you. That's the story of the bad dads. Like that's the story of the bad dads.
I want my family back.
I want my family back, and I feel like as a solid dad that can stand on every platform and say it, whether me and the mother of my children would be in the altercation that day, I still think they're gonna stand for me and say, hey, I do what I'm supposed to do far as being a father, 110%.
I
And
want my
say
family
that
back.
to say I'm never going to ever say those words of I want my family back because I may have split up with them, may have split up with me, but I ain't never lose my family.
So if you never
I
lost your
never
family,
lost
you
my
never
youngest.
have to say that.
I ain't never,
I love that.
ever lost my youngest.
And if
so
you-
what you mean you want your family back? Because my family ain't go nowhere.
Because he split on not just the kid, on the woman, he
Man.
split on the kids.
my shorties ain't go
That
nowhere.
is the key that opens so many broken hearts. when a dirtbag come to the door because the other woman done put him out.
Come on.
I'll stop dealing with her.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't fucking with her no more, man.
She done.
I'm so tired of her. I'm tired of her, man.
Really?
I've been thinking about you.
Really?
I've been thinking about you. I
Really?
want my family back.
No, you don't want your family back.
I want my family back,
No, you
baby.
don't. You don't want your family back. Hey, you know what you want right
Come
now?
on.
You want the opportunity to finesse again.
We was good.
No.
We was good.
No. You know for a fact that, hey, 110% after you nail that night, you gonna argue about something that happened
And
in the
you
past,
gone.
and you gone again.
Nah, he gonna stick around for about 10, 11 days. Odd number. About 10, 11 days.
Hey, you gotta give him the dead hand, the dead fish hand.
On day
Nah,
9,
you
he
out
already started shit with her. Day 10, he done slept in the car half the night. He was on the phone with the one that he had broke up with before,
on.
telling her, I want my family back.
He said the same script.
Yeah, that script goes everywhere. It travels because he got like 9
real
baby
one-
mamas.
Any real one that's gonna see it is gonna understand it. If you and your girl split up or you and your guy split up, it's not that you want your family back because your family never left. Say you want that dude back. Say you want that girl back. Don't say you want your family back if that's not how you lose your family.
The sad part is that the ladies, and I want to tell y'all accept it. Y'all accept it because ladies have this beautiful vision
Okay.
of them, the man they created their child with, and their child laying in the bed, waking up in the morning, and baby jump on the daddy and be, oh, dad. And they be, ladies have this vision. I don't care if he the biggest degenerate on earth. Ladies have this vision.
Hey, y'all better like the screen for sure.
they had his vision. And the man, all he got to do to cast that vision in your head is say, baby, look, I'm tired of her ass, man. I'm tired of her. He come in like dude Boys in the Hood, like Trey did on Boys in the
Punching
Hood.
the air.
Punching in. I'm sick of her. This
Hey,
world fighting me.
but you know
I want
what,
my
though?
family back.
Women prepare for rainbows and men prepare for disasters.
Truth.
Women are prepared for those moments that you're talking about. Those are the moments that
Daddy.
I feel like they build up on. They build up on that moment with knowing like, hey, damn, I got a kid with this guy. We gonna have a family together, or damn, this a vibe. Men, on the other hand, they looking at it like I'm prepared for the disaster.
Man, if this shit over is over.
This shit over is over. You know what? On the contrary, hey, she's so fine that I got a borderline cheat to make sure if she goes somewhere, hey, I'm good. But
I
you
already
know what?
fail safe.
The degenerate logic to that is, what if she don't cheat?
I want my family back.
What if she really just like how you stink? Like she just like who you are.
True.
She just like the dirt bag that you
A
are.
lot of men don't feel like they worth a really good woman,
And you
so
can
they
see it.
mistreat her.
You could tell.
A lot of
You
men
could tell.
don't feel like they worth a really good
Man.
woman, and that's why they mistreat
You'll
her.
ask a female, damn, how you single? Oh yeah, I had a long-term relationship with XYZ, and it went ABC.
Dirtbag.
But that's the first thought that I think of. It like, damn, all that jelly with no toast.
And
How the
he's a-
hell is he a dirtbag?
Yeah, because he
How the hell is
didn't.
he a
He.
dirtbag?
You know, some people trip into some shit. I'm just gonna say it. They just trip. They trip into. He ain't mean to. He ain't mean to. Caught her with her head down. Told her she was pretty. She didn't have too much going on her, man. The last
You know
dirtbag
he the
was treating her
dirtbag.
bad.
He the give me the hug dude.
Right. Give me a hug. Motherfucker, hands all down here.
Hey, give me the.
He just met
But
you.
he the one that you grabbing his hands pushing him
Right,
up.
you gotta grab this motherfucker wrist. You gotta grab him by the wrist. You don't grab his ass by the wrist. You already know. Bro grabbing something. You know that weird
I
guy.
don't trust him. I look at him like
It's a trap.
I look at him
I want
like
my family back.
those are
5
the
years
guys
later.
that if you can't take care of your seeds and do for your youngest, for the ones that you stamping in this world that God stamped.
The
for
one you stamping.
I think you bogus.
The one you stamping. Because let's be real. It's a lot of guys that, hey, they popped on with somebody. They wasn't expecting no baby. They told her, I don't want no child with you. And she absconded into the wind. And hey,
but you know what though? I'm gonna say this though.
she ran off on the plug.
I'm gonna say this though. If you run off on the plug, If you run off on a plug, and guys do it too, because guys do it too.
Take what come with it.
Take what come with it. Because at this time, I feel like that's all we preach at Each One Teach One. We gonna always take
No
what come
sugar.
with it. It'll never be a day or another platform that will fall on their swords like us. We'll be the guys that we'll tell you, yeah, we did it.
Fuck it. I'm caught.
Like,
I'm
we
caught.
did it. Like it's never practicing lying to people. We feel like telling the truth is a lost art that we found.
If you lied long enough to people and BS people and finesse people long enough, eventually you start realizing that shit don't go nowhere.
For sure.
Be upfront. Tell the truth. If you caught, you caught.
I agree.
And if you are with a degenerate, tell yourself the truth and ask that question. If something happened to me tonight, would he be with my kids and take care of my kids and would their future be bright with this man in their life? Or do I have a dirtbag that's just here for me and don't really care if the kids went and got in their daddy's car and left forever?
And here goes say, hell nah, he don't care for me. He only like me and not my babies. I don't care if they his babies. I don't care if he gets.
Say
I
that
don't
now.
care if they
Say
his
that.
babies. Cause hey, if he cared about his babies, he'll take care of all of them.
Truth.
If she cared about her babies, she'll have all of them with him when she going out to Miami.
Selective
When
politicking.
she going out to Miami and she going out of town, and I just told my OG this because we was talking about my auntie. Shout out to one of my aunties for sure. I'm
No.
like, damn, she always stepping for her kids.
Always
Like
stepping
she
for her
always
kids.
stepping for her kids. Like man, hey, no matter what you say about her, make sure you put some respect on her parenthood.
You know?
Make sure you put some respect on
real
her
smoke.
parenthood. For
Real
sure.
smoke.
Double back, say what you say, but put some respect on her parenthood. For sure.
Yeah, because you got some folks out here that's going on vacation, man, once a month, and kids ain't been nowhere in 5 damn years.
Kids ain't been nowhere at all.
Kids ain't been nowhere but school, the mall,
the ice
White
cream man
Castle.
truck.
It ain't White Castle. I gave him a little liberty. The ice cream man.
I don't think they take him off the block.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't take him off
But
the block.
on the gram, she got pictures everywhere.
No, she don't. Those pictures are outside. Those pictures are outside.
No.
People surroundings and background. Those pictures are outside.
But her pictures
are
pictures-
indoors.
But mama's pictures all out of town.
Mama, take a picture with your son over his plate tonight.
Hmm.
Because I feel like a lot of times individuals be dating people that's coming from broken homes. Hey, they coming from people that they ain't even love you enough to make you no food. Shit, hey, you coming from a broken home.
And the guy that they dealing with, if you ain't got your shit together, if you ain't got your mind all the way together, the guys you gonna deal with might not have theirs together. At this channel, we at least gonna give you some guidance, action, motivation.
Education.
That's game.
For sure.
We gonna pass it to you. So that way you can't say, didn't nobody tell you that when he come back to your house and say, I just want my family back. And then 11 days later, he gone. Don't say we didn't tell you and don't crash out about it.
I feel like when you get guidance, action, motivation, and education, it guides all emotions. It guides all of my emotions.
Oh,
So
facts.
I look at it for what
Facts.
it is. No matter how you break it down, no matter how you take it, hey, it's gonna be delivered.
At the end of the day, I just want you all to understand that it's people that's dating your kids right now that are willing to hurt you.
Man,
It's people that are willing to see their significant other do something to their family member and stay with them. It's people that are willing to get their fronts knocked out, gone,
fuck.
and be with the same person, all to wait for them to delete them from this world. We got to do better. We got to move smarter. And hell, we got to pass the message on that we playing games with our lives out here. Because if you ain't vetting who you with, and if you can't say that man or that woman will take care of your kids like you would if you perish tonight, man, why the hell you with them?
Man, this is Each One Teach One. Alone we stand strong. Another one. Hey, Golden Child, but you can call me Gold.
And I'm Pops the American Dad, a.k.a. D. Rice. Hey, hopefully you enjoyed the show. Tap in, let us know what's up. And if you didn't, it's simply because you felt like the preacher was talking to you.
Oh, they was.